Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. I've got a really nice start to another series now, and it's the Unbothered series. How to stop caring what people think and start living fully. So, do you ever feel like you can't fully be yourself sometimes? Like you're holding back something, a joke, a thought, your opinion, because a part of you is afraid it might be too much or not quite good enough for the situation. You question it. Now, do you sometimes rehearse what you're about to say, even in casual conversations, or walk away from a moment and instantly start questioning yourself? Replaying what you said, wondering if you came across weird or awkward or, oh, was it stupid? Now, maybe before you post something online, you hesitate. Or when you're in a room with new people, you shrink a little bit. Not because you don't have something to say, but because you're not sure if it's safe to just be you. If any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone and you're not broken. What you're experiencing isn't weakness or insecurity. It's not just your personality. It's a deeply human, nervous system driven response. One that's rooted in survival, not self-expression. And in this video, I want to show you why it's happening and how to finally start breaking free from it. You'll learn what's actually going on in your brain and body when you fear judgment or rejection, why smart, self-aware people still find themselves overthinking what others think, and 3 science-backed tools to help you start letting go of that fear and finally feel free to be fully yourself. Hi, I'm Marina Papa, transformational coach and founder of the AP Method, and if you're ready to start doing life, love, and success in a way that actually gets you results, this channel and this video and this series is going to be for you. So let's dive in. Let's go back to where this often begins. For many of us, there was a moment, maybe several, where being fully ourselves didn't feel safe. Maybe we were laughed at, maybe we were ignored, some people were bullied, maybe we were told we were too much, too loud, too emotional, too intense, too opinionated. Or maybe we're just subtly taught over time that the way to belong was to blend in, to please, to accommodate. So we learn to scan the room, to edit our words, to dim our presence, to shape shift depending on who we were with. And what started as a protective strategy became our default setting. You might even feel like you don't fully know who you are when no one is actually watching, because so much of your energy has gone into managing how others see you for such a long time. Now let's pause there. Can you actually relate to that? The feeling like you're constantly on, even when you don't want to be? To wondering what it would feel like to just exist without filtering, without worrying, without second guessing. Now, this is where we bring in the science. What you're experiencing is something called social threat activation. When you feel exposed, uncertain, or emotionally vulnerable in front of others, your brain does what it's designed to do. It tries to keep you safe. Your amygdala, the fear center in your brain, starts firing. Your nervous system kicks into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And one of the most common responses, fawning. Over-accommodating, over-explaining, trying to be likable or agreeable so you didn't get rejected. Now, your body treats judgment as a threat, not emotionally, biologically. And it makes sense when you think about it. Throughout human history, we survived in tribes. Being cast out, being rejected, it wasn't just uncomfortable, it was actually very dangerous and potentially deadly. So your body remembers this. Even if you logically know the stakes aren't high, your nervous system still reacts like it is. And it gets even trickier because when you're in this state, another part of your brain lights up, the default mode network. This is the part of the brain responsible for rumination, self-criticism, and obsessive self-awareness. It's the part that replays the conversation 10 times after you leave the party. The part that makes you feel embarrassed about something nobody else noticed. The part that pulls you out of the present moment and into the endless loop of what if they think this, or what if they think that, what if I looked stupid, oh God, this whole overthinking pattern. Now, let's talk about how this becomes an identity. If you grew up in a household where you were constantly monitored, criticized, or not emotionally supported, you may have developed a belief that love is conditional, that safety equals performance, that being accepted means being approved of. And so you internalized this rule. I have to be liked to be safe. I have to be perfect to be safe. Now, that rule might have helped you survive, but as an adult, it's likely keeping you small. It's keeping you hidden. It's draining your energy and stopping you from fully expressing who you are. And here's the thing. This doesn't just show up in shy, introverted people. Some of the most charismatic, outgoing, successful people are carrying this exact same fear underneath the surface. They've just learned to mask it a lot better than others, because this isn't about personality. It's about programming. And that's what I want to help you with. And that's what we're going to rewire starting right now. So let's talk about what actually helps, because knowing why isn't enough. We actually want change here. So I'm going to walk you through 3 simple but powerful tools you can start using today to shift this pattern, not just mentally, but somatically, like in your body, in your behavior. Tool number 1, the so what reframe. This one changed everything for me. When you catch yourself holding back because of what someone might think, pause and ask, what exactly am I afraid they'll think? And then, so what? They might think I'm too intense. They might think I'm full of myself. They might think I'm weird. Okay? So what? Let that fear play out in your mind. What happens if they do? Would you survive? Would you still be you? Would you be able to still go home and carry on your life? Yeah. Would the people who really matter still love you? Chances are the answer is yes. This question is powerful because it interrupts the emotional illusion that judgment equals danger. It helps you realize that other people's thoughts are just that, thoughts, not facts, not threats, not your business. Tool number 2, the nervous system reset. If your body is activated, you can't just think your way out of things. You need to come back into safety. And my favorite way to do that is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique. So name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can taste. This brings you back into the present moment, back into your body and out of that spiral. When you feel grounded, the need to perform starts to dissolve. So this is a grounding exercise. Tool number 3, mirror work plus safety statements. And tool number 3, mirror work plus safety statements. Every morning, stand in front of the mirror, look into your own eyes, this is really important, and say, it's safe for me to be seen today. I'm allowed to take up space. I am safe to be myself, even if nobody gets it. Now say it out loud, even if your voice shakes, even if it feels awkward. Sometimes this is actually quite tough, but you're not just speaking to your conscious mind, you're reconditioning the younger part of you that learned to hide. And slowly, day by day, something incredible starts to happen. You start to relax in your own presence. You start to speak without rehearsing. You start to walk into rooms without shrinking. You start to trust yourself again and almost stop caring what people think. Not because the world is always safe, but because you are, and you know you can handle it. You become your own anchor. And when that happens, you stop performing. You stop needing everybody to like you. You stop abandoning yourself to avoid discomfort. Because being misunderstood is no longer your biggest fear. Abandoning yourself now is your biggest fear. And that right here, that's where freedom begins. So I want to leave you with this. You don't need to be fearless. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be real and okay with what happens after that. Because the people who are meant for you, the friends, the clients, the community, the love, they can't find you if you're hiding behind a mask. So let them see you. Let them see you. Let them understand you or misunderstand you. Let some people walk away. You just keep showing up in your realness and keep working on your own comfort with yourself and acceptance and love with yourself. And if this video resonated, make sure you subscribe, because the rest of this series is going to take you deeper into how to stop living for validation and start living in truth. And if you're ready to go deeper, to work one-to-one, to clear these old patterns, to feel fully secure in yourself, book a free discovery call below and let's see how I can support you. This is your time to stop performing, to stop second guessing, and to start fully and authentically living. So Thank you once again for being here, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. All the links will be in my description. If you want to work with me, if you want to sign up for the programs, whatever you need, all of it will be linked below. And don't forget, hit that notification bell, give me that like, and share it with anybody else that you might also think would find this content useful. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.